or a dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
and
happens more. It happens more when like you go abroad. They do it here too.
right,
You
right.
know, there are people who try to steal children,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, trafficking happens.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's crazy.
Just we talked about this before, and I want to touch on this
Tell
because
me,
because
Charles.
I've been feeling this for the long, my whole pursuit of maybe one day having just a lot of resources to be able to help a lot of people.
Okay.
My friends and family and people that I see that are struggling. That's always been like a goal of mine to be able to have enough to be able to help others and be able to achieve their dreams and be able to help other people. That's I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess that's an ego thing, but is it an ego thing? Like I want to have a lot of money for myself as well, but I want to be able to have a lot of money to help my sister, fix her house. And if I have a friend oh man, he's a hard worker. I want to help him start a business, give him some money.
It's a good thing, but
Yeah,
it's definitely rooted in ego.
ego, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Because I was thinking about, but I was like, we was talking about this before.
As long as it's a thing that if you don't, you have to also think you don't accomplish it,
yeah,
it's okay. Like you shouldn't
right.
suffer
Over it.
from
Yeah,
not achieving that goal.
yeah. At least
But
you
it's
tried.
a nice sentiment, and I honestly have somewhat occasionally thought the same way. Oh, I become like famous artist or something and like make lots of money from my art.
Yeah,
and be able to give and help.
give people. Yeah,
But sometimes that's not helpful.
it isn't. You think
No,
so? Yeah.
I don't think it's helpful. There are people who need to learn how to
get on their own.
yeah,
Right? Yeah,
or go through that struggle to make them stronger as
Mm-hmm.
people. If you just give somebody, look at all the spoiled people that have money that
They're on drugs and everything.
yeah, or not even on drugs. They're just like
Yeah.
trapped on social media. They have no clue how hard it is to work.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what it's like to actually like live a real life.
Right.
Everything's just kind of given to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of blah.
Right. Right.
They're
yeah.
almost not real.
Mm-hmm. Because we was talking, I bring this up. Even to be filthy rich.
Uh-huh.
We talked about this about Elon Musk and these people that you can be like this guy.
Uh-huh.
And it's like it's not really obtainable. Like that's when you think about it.
It is if you're
you're
evil enough. If you're selfish and so self-centered to a point where you're willing to just step on people. Almost, I think to the point where you don't care if other people die from your decisions. Yeah.
You think to be that
but that's where, and going back to what you were saying about ego, I think the two worst things in the world for humanity, because obviously the universe is going to go on.
Right.
Even the planet might go on before we might not exist because of shit we do, but the planet will be fine.
Right.
The problem for humanity is ego plus capitalism.
Right.
Is like the driving force for like what you just said with Elon Musk. Oh, I could be just like him.
Right.
Because of capitalism. But capitalism means you have to put somebody at a disadvantage to be at an advantage. Yeah. There's the worker and then there's the owner. Boss. And owners always take a percentage of the worker's work and put it in their pocket. Yeah. That's how capitalism works. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I own a company and I have like 10 workers, instead of giving them fully what they earned in their work, I take as much as I want out of their pocket and put it in mine, and then give them enough to live, but they're still making me extra. And you see this happen with the bigger companies. And that's why people flip the fuck out when there's like loopholes with bonuses. So corporate CEOs and all the big wigs, they give themselves bonuses.
Right.
And the taxes on bonuses are so low, if not at all. And so they take a smaller salary and then just give themselves these big bonuses at the end of the year. And that's all decided by the uppers. Right. And then everybody else gets their shitty healthcare, low pay, maybe not much of a pay increase, if at all.
A couple of sick days, vacation.
Yeah, days, 2 weeks, no maternity, not very long for maternity. And so it's all grinded down to, worker bees or being on top. And that's capitalism. So if you're on the low end. And if you're a freelancer, there's some gray area, I guess, because you're working for yourself, but you still have to call the prices. I have a friend that I know would disagree with me. He's like pro-capitalism, but he's a freelancer.
He's pro-capitalism?
Yeah, he's a freelancer. The problem with capitalism is that it's in every facet of our society.
Right.
And if people are working for capital, then we're not working for society and humanity. We're working for making more money.
Right, right.
So like, what was my dad? My dad just used a term the other day. Basically, corporations, if you noticed, they used to sell liters. And now when you buy things, they're 750 milliliters. So they cut off a quarter of the product. And the price has been going up since they did that.
Right.
So they're selling you less and making more.
Making more.
And that's all they care about is the profits. So there's things like car companies have adjusters, damage adjusting or something like that, where they say, are we going to recall all these cars that have a malfunction? Or is it more cost effective to leave them out there, let people get in accidents and sue us?
Right, right.
So they don't care about human life. They just care about the cost. And so that's where it comes down to is, COVID hits. No, get the workers out there. We need people working. We don't care if they're dying.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. And so it's money over life.